I'm Al Lochra, Lochra, Lochra. I entered the war as a tech sergeant, radio operator in the B-17, the 351st Bomb Squadron in the 100th Bomb Group, 13th Combat Wing, 3rd Division, 8th Air Force.
And you can give us a real-life demonstration of the
well, I can't
the
do
Morse
it quite
code
as
function.
well as I used to, but I can give you a reasonable facsimile, maybe. Okay, I would sit here, and this was not under me. You will have to you'll have to look at a well-equipped B-17. You will see the radio sits right on the table, and the transmitter sits behind it. And the extra transmitter sat on the other side of you in back of it. At any rate, this is almost close to what it was at if you do the same job. And this was a receiver. The transmitter was in back. But this was connected with the transmitter, of course. This was connected with earphones. Wherever the earphones are, that's what you have.
They're right on top.
Oh yeah, okay.
Did you wear a tie? You did.
Something of this nature.
Yeah. Officers wore the tie.
Not exact duplicate, but something like that. And then if you're going to send a message, you turn the transmitter on and so forth, and try to remember your code. And if it was number one, it would be.
It's like the British flying in the Battle of Britain in full service.
That's wrong. I gave you 1 and 5. Should have been 1, 2, 3, 4. That's number 1. A is B and victory, you know, like the Fifth Symphony.
Yeah, we do.
Did-it-a-da.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course we had, then we did it in code. We didn't say Albert P. Lochra. We might have a number for our name, or we had a code book, and it changed every mission. You know, an A would become a Z or something like that.
Can you tell us what the code would be if your plane was in distress and you guys were radioing SOS? What would that be?
And then hold it down for a long, long time if you were going to maybe have to dunk into the ocean so that they could hone in on you and spot you where you were over the channel or the North Sea. So that's it. Well, actually, hardly anybody sent a signal if you were over Germany and in trouble. If you were in trouble, you were trying to get out of that plane. You didn't have time to do all this kind of stuff. But at any rate, they would do it by radio. The pilot would do it by radio, by voice. They would say, you know, this is Butch or something. They might even name the names because they knew each other pretty much, or what the plane number was or something. And they would tell them what kind of trouble you were in if you had time to tell them. But obviously if you were in that kind of trouble, they could see you were in trouble too. So there wasn't so much SOS going over Germany, I'm in trouble, and there's German fighters at me and so forth. No, you didn't have time for that. But if you did have time, if you were going to maybe have to splash down in water, and there weren't any Germans after you and so forth, you had to give you your position. And that was done by voice and by this radio if you were requested. Typically, if you use this radio, you had to use a trailing wire antenna. That was an antenna you had to drop down, listen to when it went beep, and when it went beep, then it was time to transmit. When you didn't hear it, it was time to make a transmission.
Where'd you drop it down through?